Happy you could come along. We are joined, as always, by Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a James Beard Award nominee, the group including Church Key and Birch and Barley in Logan Circle, GBD in DuPont Circle. Greg, it is always good to see you.
See you too.
What is on tap this week?
This week, I wanted to show you a brand new beer from Bluejacket, where we are right now. It's called Clockwork, and it is a sour blonde ale. And the reason it's called Clockwork is I think you'll notice it's got a lot of orangey characteristics. You know, it's wintertime now, and so citrus fruit is widely available. But rather than brewing a beer, sour like orange beer or something like that, we tried to create a beer that has orangey characteristics without the use of orange, and therefore it's called Clockwork. So I think you'll notice that. So when we smell it, we use a lot of Amarillo hops for the late boil and whirlpool. This gives you a little bit of orange, but also earthiness in the nose, and then Belgian yeast for fruit and spice and acidity on the finish. And yeah. Almost has like suggestions of tang. I don't know if you've had that recently.
I don't think I've ever had anything quite like that.
That's good. Yeah,
it's not pucker face
sour
it's
at
delicately
all. Anyway,
tart. Yeah, very, very delicate. That's the word, delicate.
We're trying to achieve the acidity you might get from like a Berliner Weiss or something, really mildly tart on a Belgian blonde ale with good malt character and good hop character too. So you get that Amarillo in the nose. And it's cool the way we do this. We have a sour program here that's in its infancy in many ways because we're going to be aging so many of our beers in oak barrels where they will sour over time. So a lot of our long aged sours are going to be 6 months, 9 months, year, 2 years until we can release them. But we also have a sour program of relatively quickly made sours as well. And what we do with that is really cool. We mash in our grains like normal, we lauter, and then we reach a boil. But rather than spicing through hopping or whatever, or what have you during the boil and then putting it into fermentation, we boil for about 15 minutes just to kill off anything that may have come into the beer. And then we transfer the now boiled wort at about 95 degrees to a tank where there's lactobacillus at the same temp waiting for it. And so then this wort will come in there and the lacto will start eating it, creating lactic acid. This will last for anywhere from a few days to even a week. Once we've hit the pH we're looking for and get that acidity where we want it, we will then transfer the wort back to the kettle where we'll boil it again to kill off the bacteria, add the Amarillo hops in this case, and then ferment it with a Belgian ale yeast. So we're able to get acidity without too much funk and a beer that's not going to continue to get more funky over time.
I love the mental picture of like a football game when making beer. The lactobacillus
That's
is waiting for
yeah.
it, and then down the pipe comes whatever's coming in, and what fun!
It is. It's a really cool thing, and it has that orangey, earthy quality to it, which is really, really tasty and delicious. It's only about 4.5% alcohol too, so really nice and refreshing, especially as springtime approaches and baseball season gets going. So.
And the orange, very mild, not overpowering.
Suggestive,
Are there many, lemon, get that a lot in beer, whether it's the beer's made with it or people are putting their lemon in the beer, but I don't think I've had many beers with an orange
character to them.
Character.
They're out there. They're not as prevalent as, like, say, lemon and things like that.
Why wouldn't you?
But in fact, it's funny. I'm saying like, we made a beer that tastes kind of orangey without any oranges. We just brewed a straight up wit beer, where instead of using orange peel and coriander, we added fresh blood orange and black pepper. And that's called the Orange Line, and we have that on draft as well right now. So yeah, orange is out there, and it's definitely great. And in fact, we also just brewed a Belgian strong blonde ale with tangerines, so that'll be coming out very soon as well.
I guess maybe it's the orange peel I've heard more
Yeah,
of.
definitely orange peel, lots of that, with beers, etc.
What would you pair this with?
So thinking about, the kind of the little bit of tartness, the refreshing, juicy quality of it. I love this with endive. You can do like an endive salad or fennel, fresh, fennel salad's great. You're bringing in this kind of zip of orangey flavor to that roasted beets. Beets and oranges are so great together. So lots of early course stuff with that. And then seafood is fantastic with this. Like steamed shrimp is delicious with the touch of tartness, really great orangey qualities. Here's some salmon, roast some cod, all sorts of seafood is great as well.
You know, I'm just thinking about it. About the time this episode airs and appears online, it's going to be opening day almost for the Nationals. It's going to be
first week in April. Oh.
You guys ready?
I guess so.
It's going to be exciting around here.
It's going to be awesome, yeah. Yeah, it's great. The way we look at it now, it's like the baseball stadium's come a long way as far as what they're offering inside. Craft beer's gotten bigger and bigger, and now there's going to be more available in the stadium as well. And so what we're happy to say is now, not only can you drink well when you get in the stadium, but hopefully you can drink well before and after you go to the stadium here at Bluejacket. So it should be great.
There's going to be a lot of people in here. Greg,
thank
you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly, and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.